Hi, group number ones. Welcome to this week's reading. This week, we are doing a reading all about the Emperor card. So, this is the Emperor that pulled you in. There he goes. This Emperor card is King Arthur, who is one of the most legendary kings. The Emperor card really is associated with male dominance and male, I don't want to say dominance like in a bad way. I just mean like mastery, like totally in control, totally in charge. Yeah, leading the charge, totally in charge, leading the charge. That is the energy of the Emperor. So we're going to put him back. And while I shuffle deck, I'm going to talk about what each of the 6 cards in this spread talk about. So we have six cards in this spread. One talks about disorder. What is in disarray in your life? The next card talks about your domain. What do you have control over? The third card talks about what is outside of your domain. What don't you have control over? Like what is out of your grasp. 4 is to discard. What do we need to get rid of? Which we've been talking a lot about on this channel for a while now. It seems like there's a lot of spring cleaning all year this year. And the next card, number 5, is about what to maintain. What do you need to keep up? What needs attention in your life? And the last but not least is to protect. What needs protecting? How do you protect it? What brings you joy? So, here we go. Emperor energy. Would you please give me some cards for my lovely group number 2s? I hope I said group number 2 at the beginning of this. I can't remember. Anyway, there's 1. Here's 2. 1, 2. These over here, actually. Oh, that one wants to come out for sure. Oh, that gets 2, 4, and 5, 6. Okay. Cool. So, oops. These are your cards today, you guys. We will flip over each card and talk about them individually. So, let's get going. All right. So this is the Tarot of the Divine. I don't remember what all of the fairy tales are in each card, but if one seems very significant, I will look it up for you. So we're going to start with card number 1. This is disorder. What is in disarray? What things are running out of control? What things need structure, order, and clarity, which is very much Emperor energy, structure, order, and clarity. So the card you guys have here is the 8 of Cups. Now, I remember this story. This is the story of Moses and the Hebrews leaving Egypt. Specifically, this is one of the plagues where it was nighttime forever. Not forever, but for a while. So this is actually a really interesting card to get during the Emperor reading, because the whole story of Moses is all about when an emperor was too blind to do a thing, too proud to do something that was going to help his people, like letting the Hebrews go. If he had done it at the beginning of the story, when he was told that an almighty God wanted him to do that, if he had done that at the beginning, or after even the first plague, his people would not have suffered quite as much damage. By the end, they ended up losing their crops, their money. They all lost their firstborns, their children. So this is an instance when the king was too stubborn to let go of something. So what is in disorder? What needs structure, order, and clarity? What is running out of control? It feels like you are too proud to let something go, because the Eight of Cups talks about letting go. It talks about walking away. It feels like you're out of control in a way that is grasping, is holding on, is like, I will not let this go. Whether that's a grudge, a person, a situation, like whatever it is, like it has gotten to the point, it has gotten to the point where you're almost a child throwing a tantrum. Like, why can the child not chew on the dirty sock? Because it is not good for the child. But like, the child's gonna freak out when you take away the dirty sock because it was their favorite thing at this moment. That's the energy that I'm getting from this card. And yeah, so that's what's in disorder, is that you are not letting go of something that is actively harming you. I'm too proud to let it go. Even if it's just like a fight, like just a fight with someone, like you know you're right, so you will not like compromise in any way to move forward with this, or even just walk away from the person. Like, letting go the need to be right in a situation can really mend bridges. So anyway, that's what's in disarray. The next card, this is your domain. What do I have control over? Where do I have power to enact change? Where can you enact change? And we have the Two of Swords. Ooh, interesting. The Two of Swords. This is a really pretty card. So this card is giving me the idea that there is a decision need to be made, and it's your decision. Like, where do you have control? You have control over this decision. You are holding both cards in your hands, but you are refusing to make the decision for some reason. Maybe it's because it's a choice between the water or the fire. Like, neither one is a great choice. Both seem really hard. One of my favorite, I've been working on an oracle deck of my own recently that's just a lot of quotes from things, and one of the quotes that I recently wrote down was by a character from a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, and he said, in this moment of a really hard time for all the characters, he says, sometimes there aren't good decisions, sometimes there are just decisions. So maybe it feels like there's fire on all sides, and you're either leaping towards the fire or leaping towards a monster or leaping towards a whirlpool. Well, the decision still has to be made. You can't stand here on the precipice forever. So sometimes there's not good decisions, sometimes there's just decisions. You just do the best with what you have, and that's all you can do. And that's scary and upsetting, but at the same time, it's still your choice. You still have a choice. You still have a choice. It's going to be really hard to make it, but you have a choice. So take that power and understand that it is yours. Okay, the next card here, this is what is outside of your power. What is outside of your control? What do you need to ignore, kind of? So, this card is the Two of Cups. Woo! Interesting. So the Two of Cups is about partnership. It's about a unity and partnership that's super strong. it's like, it's almost like true love, but it's not. Like, it could be a partnership of romantic partners, or it could be like a friendship, like a deep, 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 deep friendship. So, what do you not have control of? Well, it seems at the moment that you don't have control of someone else. You don't have control of your other half, whoever that is. If you're waiting for your other half, you don't have control over their life to get to you. If you're with somebody, you don't have control over that person. Their actions are their own. Their choices are their own. So you can only make decisions based on you and what you know and what you would like your future to look like. Yes, we should definitely discuss the things with them. Or, like, if you're single, like, and you're waiting for somebody, it's not, like, it's so far out of your control that, like, if you're thinking about it all the fucking time, like, it might become an obsession and might put a damper on the life you're experiencing right now because you're so focused on waiting for this person that you're not enjoying the other bounties of life around you. And you can't control what's going on in their life. You don't even know them. So you gotta stop worrying about them. They'll get to you when they're ready. If you're somebody in a relationship, yes, you should discuss and explain why you are making certain decisions with this person so that they can see your point of view and things like that. But, like, you cannot change another person's actions, and you can't get them to their destination any faster than they are willing to travel. So whatever this is, you don't have control of it. You can just let it go. Like, I know that's way easier said than done, but it's time to just, like, chill. This person, whoever they are, they like, they're represented by this Two of Cups. They want to be with you. They want to get to you. They're going through some stuff right now, and they gotta deal with it on their own. Just like you have to deal with your shit on your own. You can deal with it together if you're in a relationship together, but you can only control your own actions. You cannot control the actions of somebody else. So you need to let go of the idea that you are going to fix whatever is happening, because it's not, that part of it is not in your control. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next card. This is to discard. What do I need to say no to? What things should I no longer accept in my life? And we have, the Death card. Wow. I am going to really quickly look up this story because I don't remember this one. I actually don't think I've ever pulled the Death card from the Tarot of the Divine. So, hold please. So, that's why I don't remember it. It is a fairy tale called White Bear King Valamon. It is a Norwegian fairy tale. I do not know this fairy tale at all. So, you guys will have to look it up, I guess. Anyway, in this position of to discard, I'd say that there's something in your life that has already reached an end. Like, just like how the king in the king of Egypt in the story of Moses, like, Moses was taking the people out of Egypt one way or another. It was just a matter of how much sacrifice was going to happen to make that happen. And so there's already something in your life that has reached an end, that has reached a conclusion. There's already been a decision made. And you, for some reason, you are fighting that. You are fighting that decision. You are fighting that death. You are fighting that change. And the message is to stop fighting it. Just like we can't escape death, like we are mortal creatures. We're all eventually going to die. We fight it the whole way, but like it's inevitable. It always comes for us. It always ends up there. That might feel a little grim, but like there's other things waiting for us beyond death. At least that's what I believe. So like it's an inevitability. Whatever you're running from, it is an inevitability. And it's time to accept it so that you can move towards something new instead of pursuing something that's already dead. Instead of trying to unmake a decision already made, instead of trying to unring a bell, we have to now deal with the consequences of that bell being rung. And maybe that's what you're afraid of, is the consequences of this decision. And I think the guides are, the Emperor is really saying, like, you made this decision, like, let's go. Like, we can do it, we can move past it, we can accept the consequences of our decisions and grow from it. We just have to stop fighting it, the change, the decision, whatever it is. You just have to stop fighting the outcome of it, because it might be better than you think it's gonna be. So we're moving on to the next card. This is to maintain. What things do I want to keep but need maintenance? What things need upkeep and attention? So the card that you guys have here is the Two of Wands. Man, there's a lot of two energy in your guys' reading. Wow, you got almost all of the twos, actually. The only one we're missing is Pentacles. So this is the Two of Wands. What needs maintenance? The Two of Wands talks about, it sort of also talks about a decision, but it more talks about a crossroads. It talks about a splitting of a path and a choice to go down one road or another. The way these are different is that this one really talks about that it's just a split in the path, and this one talks about more that it is an incapability to make a decision. This one is there is a decision. It's much less about your capability to make it or not. So to maintain, though, in the spot of to maintain, and the fact that it is I think it's a Greek. It's either Greek or Roman character that has two heads looking in opposite directions, but one body. I feel like what you need to maintain is a balance. A balance between the two sides of yourself. Or it could be a balance of a relationship with someone who's your other half. It's something that is worth keeping, but it requires some effort. It's going to require some upkeep and attention. For example, like if you're in a relationship that the other person is taking a job somewhere else and they need to move away, but you're not quite ready to move with them, like this is a relationship worth keeping, but it's going to take a bunch of upkeep and maintenance and attention, because now you are going to be separated from each other. You're going to be focusing in different directions, so it's going to take actual physical effort to maintain the relationship. It means carving out time to have phone conversations. It means carving out time to I don't know, watch a movie together long distance, like informing the other person about what's going on, like that kind of thing. Like it requires more effort, more communication. It's a relationship that is worth it, but it requires a progress in communication, because you're moving in different ways. And if this is a relationship within yourself, like if there are two sides of you, like work and play, there needs to be a communication and balance. Like, I have to work this much to enable me to do this stuff, but I need to do this stuff so that I have the mental capability and joy of living to continue working, because I need the work to do the things, but like I need the things to make my life worth living. So there needs to be a balance of the things. So there's a need for balance and work on maintaining a balance, is what I'm seeing with that card. I know that's not the traditional meaning of that card, but that's really what I'm seeing in there. So the last card we have in your reading is to protect. What things bring me delight, joy, and happiness? What do I need to keep safe at all costs? So this is what you need to protect. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, this is fun. You guys, I really like this story, because this is a African folktale about I think his name is Anis. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Anansi, that's it. This is the African god Anansi. He is a spider deity. I really love him. He's one of my more favorite deities to work with and talk about. But his whole thing is that he weaves the story of life. He weaves stories. So what do you need to protect? What needs protection? What brings you happiness? It's your story, the various threads of your life that you have been weaving together to create your life story. That is what you need to protect. Each individual thread by itself is not super strong, but when you weave them together, they become one strong force. So like, parts of your life individually are not unbreakable, but if you have friends and family that support you, and you also maintain your work and fun relationship, and you take care of your mental health and your physical health and all of those things, once you weave all of those things together, you have a life worth living. One of those things alone would not cover it, but when you layer all of those things on top of each other, then you see the bigger picture. You see the whole tapestry, and then you really get appreciation for the life that you've built for yourself, and that it's worth protecting. Aww, I really like that. So that's all I'm seeing here. Last but not least, I have my animal spirits guide, my Wild Unknown Animal Spirits Oracle deck, which I'm going to shuffle. He's been watching the whole time, and we're just going to get one more message about this journey to let go of some shit to make our story better and balance our life a little bit here. Yeah, so much 2 energy, all about one thing or the other thing, maintaining balance, all that stuff. So yeah, 2 is a very teeter-totter type balancing act energy. So could we please get one card, one final message for my group number 2s? Oh my God, you guys are also group number 2. That's insane. So, okay, that's too many cards. There's one card for me, please. That one, it was this one. Okay. Wow, you guys. Twos. Okay, so the last card we have for you guys. Oh, you guys, you got the butterfly. That makes a lot of sense. You guys got the butterfly. They're one of the air cards. You guys got the butterfly. I love the butterfly. Okay, I'm gonna read the butterfly to you out of the book. So, hold please while I find it. They're in alphabetical order according to element. So they're a little tricky to find. Because actually they're not even all in alphabetical order. So anyway, here we go. The butterfly. Undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal, practice, or prayer done at the same place and time will do wonders for lifting a butterfly spirit. When in balance, this energy is cheerful and graceful. When it is out of balance, it is fragile and frustrated. To bring it into balance, begin a daily routine. Aw, that's so great. Well, this is all I'm seeing for you guys, my group number 2s. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps me out. And I hope you have a blessed everything. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next reading. This was Pan. Bye, you guys.